Hey YouTube. So it is 2 o'clock in the morning. And please ignore the sounds of my dryer and the bad audio and quality of this video. The next one that I make, I will have better equipment because I'm tired of just the shitty. I want to get my message across and I want people to want to listen to it. Not be like, oh man, the audio is crappy, or you can, anyway, so that's just a little rant. Oh man. So please don't ever think that I'm coming on here to complain about my situation. I'm only coming on here to document it because it seems that there's just nothing really out there about it. I want to be the face of young people with severe sleep apnea, or one of the faces. I'm sure there's many. I know a couple. And I'm just relaying what is going on as this is happening because I know this is really morbid. So please don't take it the wrong way. I can't control how you take it, but if I drop dead, if I die tonight in my sleep, I don't know. I just want something out there that's documented showing, you know, that I put up a fight, you know, and that there were things and there was a lot of evidence and red flags, and I could live to be 100 years old. I could die tomorrow. Who knows? So this is just a little bit of an update. In my last video I talked about, I gotta stop looking down. I talked about how my heart has been acting up since I had my daughter, and it's been another month. I'm 3 months postpartum in a couple days. I wanted to talk about the heart episode I had a couple days ago. So I'm about 20 to 25 pounds overweight right now. I think a lot of it is mostly boob from breastfeeding, but you know, just for argument sake. And so I know that that is a factor in probably, and the hormones in the heart things that I'm experiencing, as well as the sleep apnea. But I mean, if you've been with me from the beginning of all this, my first video I made, I had black hair, and I was just diagnosed in 2016. I was underweight. This condition doesn't seem to matter. I think I probably have more anxiety when I'm overweight because my hormones are a little more out of whack, but it's basically the exact same. It doesn't matter. In fact, I would say it was worse when I was underweight. But anyway, so I've been waking up out of dead sleep in SVT now, which is something I never experienced before. The SVT, which is the heart arrhythmia I have, was extremely random. And it's been happening more frequently. I had an episode the day after my daughter was born. My partner woke me up from sleep, just shook me, just said, "Zira, wake up." And I woke up and was in an episode, and it was only for a few seconds, and it converted back on its own. But it was still just an awful way to wake up. And then the other day, I woke up around 6 in the morning. My heart was beating fast, and I have these episodes, I think I mentioned last time, where I wake up and I just have this like dump of adrenaline, and I don't really know what it is. This is like another part of my update, which I will get to in a minute. I am going to be having more sleep studies done, so hopefully I will have some answers about that. But as of right now, I don't 100% know what it is. So anyway, I woke up the other morning in what I thought was just this adrenaline dump, which is basically where I'm lying in bed and I feel really panicky. I wake up startled and panicked, and then I sit up, and it kind of just feels like a panic attack overcomes me. I just kind of sit there, my heart beats really hard for a few seconds. I feel like I need to like run down the road. Like it's a huge adrenaline burst. But I just kind of sit through it. I try to think positive thoughts and it goes away. So when that was, going on, my heart was pounding out of my chest. I was trying to do just that. And I really don't know at this point if it was an episode, if it was a panic attack. It's so hard to tell right now with all of this stuff, like what is what, because it's all so similar. Anyway, my heart was like, I had my Fitbit on, which I've been trying to wear more because I'm trying to catch evidence of something to show somebody, to be taken a little more seriously. So I'm wearing it at night, I'm wearing it all throughout the day. And anyway, on my Fitbit it said it was 120 to 130. It was kind of bouncing around, and then it said it couldn't read the heart rate anymore, which I've read is a sign that you could be in an arrhythmia if you're wearing it funky or whatever. But that can be a sign. And so it started to feel fluttery in my neck a little bit, and I was having a lot of palpitations. And so I tried to bear down a little bit after about 15 minutes had passed, and it felt like my heart converted back to normal because it felt a little bit like the light switch, like it went from a really fast rhythm to a slow rhythm. But then it just picked up again and was going back at 120, 130 beats per minute. So actually, the long fucking story short, I ended up calling for an ambulance. And they came and they put me on the ECG and they told me that my heart rhythm was fine. It was going fast, but it was fine. Which, of course, at the time was really relieving because I was really scared as to what was going on. But it's also extremely frustrating. So I went, and anybody who's watching this who has supraventricular tachycardia, or any heart rhythm for that matter, that like, you have the episode, it's over, you go to the hospital, you sit around for 3 hours, they can't tell you anything because there's no evidence of it. You do an ECG at the hospital and your heart is back to normal, So that's all that happened the other day. And it really upset me to go through that. I'm just feeling like I'm tired of having these episodes. I'm tired of waking up to these dumps of adrenaline, to panic attacks, to heart arrhythmias, to I have 3 kids and they come in my room and they like to wake us up in the morning. And not the reason, of course, it's not their fault, but they woke me up the morning I had that episode, whatever it was, just by calling me. And and like the episode I told you about where my partner woke me up. So I'm like, okay, are people not allowed to wake me up anymore? It's just really frustrating. I don't know what is going on with my heart right now. And tomorrow I have a Holter monitor. I thought I would vlog a little bit of that because I'm going to be trying to agitate my heart as much as possible and see what happens. So I'm going, to work out with it, and my partner will be at work tomorrow, so it's just going to be me and my 3 children, and so I'm running around a lot more when it's just me. That kind of thing. I'm not going to drink caffeine or alcohol or anything crazy like that, because then they'll just say that it's because of that, you know what I mean? I'm going to do my regular thing and eat healthy and drink water tomorrow, and my heart will still act up, I'm sure. So anyway, I'm gonna do that. And then, like I said, okay, so for the updates part, I'm going to be following up with my sleep doctor again. I have an appointment with her. I think it's in May or April. She's so fucking far away. I don't know why it's so hard to get in to see her, but it's ridiculous. But when I go in there, I hope to have some more collected information. I'm also going to be having an echocardiogram, and then I'll have the Holter. And I'm tracking as much information as I can, like my Fitbit. I'm thinking about getting an O2 pulse oximeter. What is it called? You know, the thing the thing you put on your finger to take your pulse and your oxygen levels. I'm thinking about doing that as well, because I'm not 100% sure my therapy is optimal, and I'm wondering at this point, you know, with my heart and everything, like, what the fuck is going on, and if there's something that can't be done about it, because I don't know, maybe the machine is just not enough anymore, or if it ever was, because it just at this point it feels like it's getting worse. And I forgot to mention, I just got like a new mask and like a new tubing and everything, and that usually brings down my AHI and the leak and everything, but it really hasn't. Like, it's changed it a little bit, but not as much as it normally would. So that's really annoying. I just want to go in there and ask her to investigate further. She sent me to see this other doctor in another city. It's a couple hours away. And he'll do sleep studies for me, but I have to go there to do them in the hospital, for them to be under his care. He won't, like, let me do them here and then send the information back to him. It's really annoying. I would like to try again to convince them to let me do that, because I just had a baby. That would be really, really super. But yeah, we'll see. So, I guess why I mainly came on here is just, you know, I do have anxiety. I have really bad anxiety about all of this. Like, I feel like I'm a really tough person, you know, like I'm a big girl. I deal with a lot of stuff, and this just makes me feel like I'm going to drop dead at any minute. And I know that sounds really over the top and dramatic, but that's just how I feel all the time. And I'm just in the middle of just life right now with my 4 and 5-year-old and my 3-month-old, and we're really busy and life is good, and I just can't get rid of the feeling, like, you know, that something's going on. And I try to just, like, keep it in perspective and remember that everybody has something, and, you know, all of that. And I'm lucky to have had the investigations that I have had, and that I am on a machine. And I know so many people who have commented, who are older, who have gone their entire lives, you know, not knowing what's going on, or they're only now just getting therapy, and it's really sad. And so I don't think that I don't for a second, you know how lucky I am in that sense. But I'm afraid to go get in my bed right now. I'm in my daughter's room, and everybody in the house is asleep, and I don't know what the rest of the night is gonna bring. I don't want to go to sleep until the morning, when my partner is awake. I don't know why. I just feel safer, like maybe subconsciously, in case something were to happen, he could help me. I don't know, but I am afraid to get in my bed, and I just want to say that out loud. But I'm not giving up, and I hope to find some answers soon, because I know that I'm not just finding answers for myself. I'm trying to find answers for other people that watch this channel and comment and are going through their own story. And so anyway, thanks for listening to another rambly video. The next one, like I said, will be better quality, except for I am going to vlog tomorrow still with the same setup, and I'll, you know, the whole halter thing. So if you're interested in that, and sorry for this 80-page novel that I've written you today. So I guess I'm gonna go be brave and get into my bed. So good night.